All right, good afternoon. This is the June 9th meeting of the Design and Project Review Committee. We do have a quorum. Is there a motion to suspend the rules?
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules to allow member participation electronically or by telephone.
Second.
All right, Michael Griffith, please call the roll.
Neiden,
Actually, hold on 1 second. It looks like we have a few more staff joining. Okay. So Laura Biggs and Megan Jones have just joined the meeting. We are doing there's been a motion to suspend the rules for member participation electronically. There's a motion and a second, so Michael Griffith is going to call the roll now.
Neiden,
Aye.
Schooner,
Oh, aye.
Biggs,
Aye.
Cano,
Aye.
Eckersberg,
Aye.
Vanetta,
Aye.
Hank,
Aye.
Tristan,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
and Sterling.
Aye.
All right. Next up, approval of the meeting minutes of June 2nd. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All right, Michael Griffith, please call the roll.
Neiden,
Aye.
Schooner,
Aye.
Biggs,
Aye.
Cano,
Aye.
Eckersberg,
Aye.
Vanetta,
Aye.
Hank,
Aye.
Tristan,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
and Sterling.
I'll abstain.
All right. Only item of business is 1936 Maple Avenue Outdoor Dining Cafe. Dania Iglesias, applicant, submits for an outdoor dining cafe permit of Burrito Cafe in the B1 Business District. All right. Ms. Iglesias, are you on? And would you like to tell us what you'd like to do? Walk us through your proposal?
Hi, yes, I'm
All right, so we'll put the
Hi,
map
yes,
up
I'm
of
here.
your site plan. If you want to tell us what you want to do, that'd be great.
oh, I can't see now. Okay, okay, the speaker. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we can.
So I'm planning to have what is it, 3 tables outside, using like 2 parking spaces. Okay. 4 tables. Right in front of the restaurant.
All right, staff, are there any questions?
Hi,
Did you
Joanna.
say
This is
2 or
Edgar.
4 spaces? Sorry. Go ahead, Edgar.
No, just looking at the diagram here, I see that it's 18 inches offset from the alley. I wanted to see if we had set standard offset from any alley or intersection.
That's probably a question for your colleagues in Public Works or Planning,
Yeah, the
right?
standard parked car is 8 feet from an alley. Is usually where you don't allow cars to park. A lot of people see around the corner.
We had been doing something like 3 feet though. It wasn't very much, but it wasn't the full 8 foot. But just, I mean, thinking about where people are putting these sidewalk cafes, like on Main Street in front of Lucky Platter and various places, it wasn't, if we were to go the full 8 feet, we would often not really be able to allow them a sidewalk cafe in the parking lanes. And generally, because what we're seeing is these are blocked off by Jersey barriers, the sight lines are actually remaining pretty good without getting the full 8 feet of clearance.
So what should we have it here then, set at 3? I'm just trying to see how much space it would take up, because I think they're definitely going to need more than the 24 feet stated. I think it's going to be more about 38. Especially if, are we still going to maintain the 6-foot distance as well come Friday?
I don't know. I would not expect that we would be required to maintain that outside. But that
We don't
is
have anybody
maybe a
from health
question
too.
for health.
So I'm
I
going to look
think-
at the guidelines real quick, maybe just sort out the other parts of the question.
Well, I'm wondering if we do a 3-foot offset, and they had the 24 foot, they may be able to fit 3 tables in there in 24 feet with the social distancing. It's tight, or they could fit 2 tables. Well, what I'm getting at is that then if the guidelines relax and they're able to put more tables in there, then they could just do that. If we approve kind of a minimum installation for now in expectation that at some point, whether it's Friday, it's probably Friday, or a later date where we go to a phase 5, then they would be able to install more tables without the same level of social distancing. Were you able to get any clarification, Johanna?
It's still in progress here.
A question for the owner. Have they been in contact with neighboring properties, just letting them know they're going to be taking the,
Yes,
possibly
I did.
taking? Okay.
Yes, I did talk to Sandy next door.
Thank you.
I'm just doing a little bit of math here in my head. Always a struggle. So if they blocked off something more like 28 feet instead of 24 feet, I'm not sure if that's available or not, or if there's any hydrants or anything. They would be able to fit in, and they had a 2-foot offset from the alley. They would be able to fit in approximately 3 tables while maintaining social distancing. And switch to 4 tables pretty easily, I would think, if social distancing is not required.
Is that with diagonal spacing of the tables? Just thinking to be a little bit wider if they're placed diagonally. And then I don't know how comfortable I am with just the 2-foot offset.
Well, I know that this is my first time up here, but that's what I was thinking. Like anybody who pushes back from the table is really close to that alley.
Well, there's a Jersey barrier there. So they wouldn't necessarily be in danger of getting run over.
Okay.
I would just hate a vehicle to make that turn
It's more a question of the vehicle being able to make the turn.
and hitting that barrier wall. I mean, either way, I'm sure we can make it work, even if we just have to offset it a little bit further to the south.
If we do a 3-foot offset, I think you can get in the 3 tables still with having 24 foot encapsulated. If we expand it to 25 or 26 feet, gives them a little bit more wiggle room. And then if they don't need that space, they can potentially have a 4th table in there if they don't need the social distancing space.
The question that I have with regards to the parking, there's limited parking there between the alley, and I believe there's a small parking lot on the south of that building. If we shift it south, is the property owner or the tenant to the south going to have any objections that you're utilizing those spaces? Other than that, there's plenty of ample parking on the east and west side of the road there because it's all 2-hour parking, so there's plenty of turnover there throughout the day.
I feel like when I've gone to this restaurant, I've been able to park pretty easily in the neighborhood, not necessarily right in front of the restaurant, but on the side streets.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend shifting it over. I mean, there is enough parking on that block, shifting it over to have a safer route coming in and out of the alley.
Yeah, I think we could still, give enough space to have 4 tabletops there as long as the neighboring property is okay with it. And then that way we just have that offset.
Well, she was okay with it. The only thing she doesn't like when people standing around her main entrance.
I do think it's important that we're consistent with what we have done with other parking at alleys and utilizing that for cafe space.
I think this situation is pretty similar to what was in front of Lucky Platter. I just don't actually recall what the offset on that sidewalk cafe and the parking lanes is. So we could look that up, but I don't know how to look that up quickly while we're in this meeting. But if we were to look it up, we could require a similar offset because there was an offset required, and then have the distance necessary to have the 4 tabletops, and that would be blocked off by Jersey barriers. So the danger is not necessarily for the people, it's for the tables. The danger is for the people who are driving cars to try to pull out of there. As long as the tables are not right up against the edge of where the alley is. So I feel like if we want to be consistent, the answer is to set the offset to whatever it was for the other one, but somebody'd have to go look that up after the meeting.
Okay, so Ike has just said, if everyone is vaccinated, then no, tables don't have to be separated 6 feet. But since people visiting our restaurants might be unvaccinated, the maintenance that we need to maintain a 6-foot distance is the recommendation. I happen to recall that Dapper, where we talked about Lucky Platter, occurred on my birthday last year. So let me look and see if I can find it real quick.
Wow. And then if social distance is required, I'm not certain that we can fit 4 in there with a 24-foot. Doing more math in my head. I think it would need to be, I think 24 feet would fit 3 tables, but not 4.
All right, so their drawings don't actually really show the dimensions here. I think I recall there was some issues with them not providing really good dimensions.
I think you would need 30 feet to be able to show the arrangement they have right now with 4 tables. And have them 6 feet apart from each other at the corners of the tables.
I'm going to check the minutes.
So looking at the minutes from Lucky Platter, if this is correct, it says the barrier at alley needs to be set back 8 feet from alley. This is, I'm looking at the 7/15/20 packet.
Okay. Well, with the 8-foot offset, the additional 24 feet. 21 feet gives you space for 3 roughly. And then you would need 30 feet to add in another table. So I am comfortable if the business has indicated that they're supportive, if the adjacent businesses indicate they're supportive with giving the 8 feet plus 30 feet for a sidewalk cafe. But that's what it would need to be in order to provide 4 tabletops that are 6 foot socially distanced from each other. So how about I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion that we approve this sidewalk cafe. However, we modify the diagram accordingly. It has to be 8 feet offset from the alley where it's in the parking lane. The city of Evanston will provide and install Jersey barriers around it, and they will encompass a 30-foot space, which will allow the tables to remain 6 foot socially distanced from each other.
Second.
All right, Michael Griffith, please call the roll.
Snyden,
Aye.
Schooner,
Aye.
Biggs,
Aye.
Cano,
Aye.
Berg,
Aye.
Banana,
Aye.
Hank,
Aye.
Tristan,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
and Sterling.
Great. All right.
I just want to make one more comment that it's important. We didn't talk much about the tables on the sidewalk because I think that's how it was last year when you got your sidewalk cafe approved. But do make sure that there is a decent gap between the table adjacent to the alley and the alley so that nobody like scoots their chair back and then gets hit by a car coming out of the alley. You want to make sure that there is a reasonable distance. Theoretically, people are self-aware, but
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't talk too much.
All right, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Angel Schnurr, who's on here, because I know you worked with Gary Gertis. She's handling some of Gary Gertis's things, so she can help navigate and direct any questions so you get your answers.
Okay. Thank you so
And
much.
you can call 311 to get a hold of Angel if you cannot otherwise track her down through the internet, but she's pretty accessible.
Okay.
All right. My phone's blowing up, so I think we're going to do a motion to adjourn. Does that sound good for everybody? There's no other items, right?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.